Hey guys, it's Megan. It is Wednesday, the 27th of May, 2015, and this is our weekly Team Inspire informational team call. And so this week I wanted to talk to you guys about following up. We have talked a little bit in the past about the fortune is in the follow-up and making sure that we're tracking and how important that is. I can tell you from experience that I have lost many of opportunities because I had a poor tracking system, or I thought was what I had a good tracking system turned out not so much. So for those of you that think that Facebook Messenger is a good catch-all for following up, or your like page feed is a good follow-up method, not so much. I take it from experience, honestly. And so when we first start, usually using an Excel spreadsheet is the best way to go, because that's kind of what we're taught when we get started coaching. But you'll see as things kind of morph and change and you move forward with your business, how that might become not the best solution to go forward. You're eventually going to have so many different contacts from so many different areas, social media sites, that you're going to need a better way to follow up and track them. Ways to search specific information, things like now I've been a coach for more than a year, and those people that were interested in Insanity Max 30 when it launched, I'm now revisiting them this month because it's on sale again. So I can go into my tracking system, search those keywords, and pull up all the people that were interested in Insanity Max 30 when it first launched. So that's really, really helpful to me. Just a couple things as far as housekeeping goes. This week we are posting and boosting for our clean eating group that's going to start on Monday, June 1st. I do also have it out there that I'd like to start up a 90-day summer body beast group for anybody out there that would like to join that, or get started with Beast, or has customers that might be ready to take things to the next level. I'm really focusing on using the nutritional guide in conjunction with the containers for myself, which is working really well. And I'm getting excited about the progress that I'm making and excited to share that with people going forward. Our clean eating group then will start on June 1st, and we'll work to get ready to prep and post for our 30-day challenge and our sneak peek later in this month. It's the last week of the month, so this is the time when you guys need to be posting those risk-free Shakeology posts, getting those last little points that you can. It's only Wednesday, so you really have a lot of time left to do this. Anything can happen by the 1st. So get those points, make Success Club, and earn those prizes this month. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys. We talked a little bit previously, as I mentioned, about a free tracking system called Zoho. But some of you know that I am using a paid product called Automatic CEO System. They actually just launched an app for your phone yesterday that works in conjunction with this. It's really cool. I'm already starting to get email notifications from my customers on my phone, which I just think it's just taken it the next level. Certainly when it first got started, there was bugs and things like that with it, like with anything new, but it's really growing leaps and bounds. There's a lot of reasons why I like this system, and I do want to preface it by saying, again, it is a paid system. I realize that's not in everyone's budget and it's not for everyone, but my thinking, my thought process with this is that I wanted to get started with something so that in the future I didn't want to have to worry about loading hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of customers going forward. Hold on one second. Sorry, that's just going to keep slamming the other door. I had the door open there. And so for me in my personal opinion, it works better for me to get in when I have only a few hundred, 500 or less customers, so that it's not so much work for me on the back end later. There are ways to mass upload, which is totally, I'll show you that too. But for me, I really wanted to get this working from the get-go rather than later. Okay, so as far as different things that it does, it's got a lot of different bells and whistles. Again, another reason why I went with this type of a program is that it is strictly created for Beachbody coaches. So all the marketing, the logos, anytime we come out with a new program, they launch a email campaign at the same time. So we are able to use that to our advantage, challenge packs, all kinds of neat stuff that I'll get into with you guys as well. So not only is it a tracking system, but it's a ways for you to follow up with your customers. It's a way for you to help train your coaches. It's a way for you to keep that constant line of communication open. News mail blasts, we're talking about in our clean eating posting for our clean eating groups, I'm telling you how important it is to grab their email addresses, right, to grow that contact base. So what's going to happen is when you put it in something like the automatic CEO system, now, like last night, I sent a blast out to all my clean eaters from last month and told them about the Shakeology risk-free promotion that I'm holding. Now they know what I do. They already know that I'm a coach. They already know all about Shakeology because I followed up with each and every single one of them afterwards and told them about my group. They might have said no. They might have said yes. We might haven't even gotten that far yet. But now these people have this information, and I'll continually send that to them going forward. Okay, so let's start to share the screen so that I can show you a little bit about what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the Automatic CEO program, and when I log on to my homepage, you'll see we've got all our fun trainers up here in the corner. There usually is, it tells you when the next wake-up call is, which is cool when you get right in here, and it also, well, it used to have webinars that they would host. So under training, there are training videos for how to use the system, and they do weekly webinars as well. So anytime you have questions or you just want to watch a video on how to do something, that is all right here at your fingertips as well. I'm just going to briefly touch upon everything. If this is something that you're interested in, I can send you a link to try it out free for 7 days, but then it will be up to you to actually go in and do the learning on your own. It can be time consuming and everybody learns at a different pace. So I'll touch upon what works for me and how I use it, and then you guys can kind of make that decision from there for yourself. Okay, so let's talk about new contacts. So here are my contacts that I have in here. These are customers from the Team Beachbody website, my leads that I get from my FitnessPal, from Instagram, from my like page. You'll see here that the ones that have the 111 phone numbers are from my FitnessPal because I don't have that full information from them yet. This one here, America Flores, is actually a lead from yesterday, this one as well. And so those will have emails, and I'll actually also attach their addresses and things to them as well. When I first got the Automatic CEO system and I uploaded all my customers from Team Beachbody, you can actually download them, export them into Excel. So I uploaded the Excel into here. And when it's a brand new system, it's kind of a blank slate, okay? So what happened was it took all of my categories and pulled them into. I've actually deleted and added some as time has gone on, but you can see that I can flag this person. This is a customer, or it can be a coach or a prospect. You can do tracking ID, like if you wanted to use a keyword like this person's a Shakeology user or whatever. So then later when you're searching, you can pull that back up. You can have, did they buy a challenge group? I have social media username in here because my FitnessPal is so convoluted with all these weird names. I need a way to be able to search those people. And I've also added whether it's my account or Mark's account now, so I can go in and see who I've got them tagged under. All my notes are in here. And then like yesterday, I went in and the first thing that I do when I send a Beachbody lead, I enter them in here, for example. The first thing that I do is send them a welcome letter. Okay, so this is my blank welcome letter that I have in the database. You'll actually see here when I go in to send an email to them, these are all the loaded up letters that we have. Some are pre-created from Automatic CEO and some I've created, and then there's some that are a little bit of both. So down here, when I have a lead that comes in, I send them this welcome email letter, and then I follow up in a couple more weeks and remind myself that if I don't hear from them, I send them email number 2. And then again, a couple more weeks, I remind myself to go in and look. And then if there's still no kind of response, I send email number 3. And then from there, I really just keep them in my follow-up for about once a month. I make sure that they see all my newsletter blasts. This is where later on people will come back to me and say, I'm interested in Shakeology now. I do also do blasts once in a while for our internships. So those are people that are interested in coaching also. Let's see, one of the cool ones that they do, that they have set up, is reintroducing yourself to Team Beachbody customers. So every now and again, I'll send this out. And this is basically like, it's been a while, just want to check in, how are you? Where are you at this point? And that sort of thing. So there's all of these different emails that you can send that are already pre-created for you. And then again, you can create your own. They are called one-touch emails. So you'll see over here, for example, the challenge pack promotions. If you wanted to go ahead and send everybody what the April challenge pack specials were, they have videos in here, all the marketing, links to click on, and you can actually edit this. I can type in here and write stuff too. So it doesn't have to be theirs, but it can be. And then there's ones that I've done myself. Like, for example, here's the welcome new coach. I sometimes do it in here, but not always. But again, you can add as many, create new template, create at any time you want. So those are the one-touch emails. They're huge. They obviously can be used for anything. You can use them for customers, for coaches, for whoever. Every day I come into this as part of my power of 3, and I click on tasks and to do. So you can see that there are, I'm a little bit overdue, but they'll tell me the day it's due and the time. And I pretty much just click on them, and it just takes me right into the customer, and I can see notes. And then, so the other good thing about those one-touch emails and the autoresponders that I'll show you about, come on. Sorry, it's always a little bit of a lag going to this part. Come on. I apologize. Slow. Okay, there we go. You can actually see if the person opened the email. So if I sent her email, I can actually see, this is a dead one now, but you would actually see if they opened it. So you would know if your Team Beachbody leads actually saw the message that you sent them. If I don't see that they're not opening anything, my next course of action is to go and copy their email address and go in my Gmail and send it that way, just because it's possible that it could have gone to spam. And so I always try that route secondly. But this one, this person's actually archived because it's a duplicate. Okay, so let's see, going back to entering prospects is super easy. All you're doing is you're adding a new contact. When you go to do that, you can then categorize them at this point. So I do always try to remember to change people over to coaches once they get started. I don't always remember that. I discovered that yesterday, but that's something that you can get in the practice of for your own procedure and system, is to set them up how you want them to be set. Now over here you've got email campaigns. Okay, so that's a little bit different. It can be used in many different ways. Some of you may have had the opportunity to do the Emerald to CEO training. So that is part of what that means. So you have email responders in here too. So when you add a new customer, if you wanted to set them up as let's just say I've got somebody, for example, that just bought let's talk about, challenge back customer. Okay, somebody that just bought a challenge back customer. Okay, so they went in and placed their order and I saw them come across my leads, or it was my customer. And then, so on day one, if I enroll them into the Challenge Pack customer autoresponder, this is what they're going to get on day one. Then they're going to get another letter on day 7, another one on 14, another one on 28. And this will kind of keep that contact going through. I do recommend that you still continually follow up with the person and look in to see if they're opening these. And you can also completely customize all of this stuff. So when they get this is what it's going to look like. It's pretty professional looking. And there's my signature at the bottom that I have been able to put in myself. But it just talks about, thank you for your order, so on and so forth. Now down here in this section, these are ones that I make myself. So when I'm sending somebody a sample, I create these and it allows me to save, preview, and edit. So I have this one in there. Thank you for contacting me about Shakeology. And it talks to them about, healthiest meal of the day and save money and all kinds of good stuff. So I can totally edit that to be my own verbatim what I want to say, or I can take one of those and copy it and make it my own as well. So I have added my own couple here, and then you can use the ones that they have existing. So that is really cool. And again, with coaches too, same thing. There's a diamond training in there and there's an emerald training in there. So, if you're a new coach and, if you needed some additional training to offer your coaches other than what we're getting on our team pages, this is something that you could potentially look at. I know I've done this a couple different times for people because they maybe signed up at an off time, or for people that are, looking to push to diamond. There's that sort of training in there too. Okay, so one-touch emails, autoresponder. Really, really cool thing about this is that there is also these landing pages that are included. Okay, so more oftentimes than not, I have been able to send these links to people that are interested in a product. So for example, Beachbody On Demand just launched, okay? This is my link. It's actually my default link to the system. And I'll play it here for you. So when I send somebody this link, this is what they see.
Beachbody On Demand, where you can just click, stream, and sweat.
Yo, this is really awesome. Yo, I can do insanity right in my hotel room.
Instant streaming of over 150 of Beachbody's best-selling fitness titles, and we'll be adding new workouts every month.
This is f***ing rad. Oh my goodness. It is about time.
Everything you need, all in one place.
The nutritional guide or the recipe book or just some really key pieces to the program are all in one nice, neat little spot.
From any device you want.
Oh my God, this looks amazing. To just have it right there on your laptop, on your iPad, on your phone. Definitely no excuses for not getting your workouts in.
Wherever, whenever.
This is the real deal. You can tap on the workout you want anywhere you are. This is
Okay, you get the idea. So that's right when they click on the landing page, and then they come down here, and as soon as they fill in this information, get more info, and there's other stuff down here too. And my information should be in the corner, and they can also find me on Facebook in this bottom corner, okay? So this is just kind of like an added value to the program, and it makes you look professional. So they fill out their name and address, and then guess what? I get an email, and they show up in my list, and my contact list as a bold person that's interested in the product. So there's one for building your coaching business. There's one for the 21-day fix. There's one for PIO. There's one for, the joining the Beachbody Challenge. I love this one because it's so generic. So you can send this to just like general
Everyone
interest.
has a dream, a personal goal to accomplish.
And you've probably seen
What's
this
your
video.
dream? What's your goal? What's your challenge?
At the end of your video.
Losing weight and getting in shape can be the biggest challenge of them all.
And again,
Now
they
there's
fill
a
out
way
the
you can challenge
information,
yourself to
and then
lose
there's
weight,
there's
get
pictures.
healthier, and change your life forever.
Okay.
The Beachbody Challenge.
There's one for the 3-day refresh. There's one for P90, the Beast, Insanity Max 30, 21-day fix extreme. I think that's Derm exclusive, Derm, whatever it's called. Size is got a coming soon. So this is something that I can send people that want to tell them about it. It's coming soon. Again, be the first to know when size is
with
available.
my fitness programs, like my job is to motivate people.
So, and this is different than the email collector that Beachbody offers. So don't get that confused. This is my own system that I'm using. Okay. So it's my job to be following up and, following up with these people that want size and that kind of thing. T25's in here, P90X, through pretty much almost all the programs at this point. In there, these are more generic at the bottom. But remember when I was mentioning to you about Insanity Max 30, so when that launched, the weeks leading up to it, this page launched for us. And I cannot tell you, I put this link in numerous spots on my blogs, on my Facebook and different things. And I got a lot of leads from this. And so now remember how I said this month I'm contacting these people. These are people that went to this site because they were interested in this program. So very, very cool lead collector. I can't say enough about that. And so then what I do is I've actually made shortened bit.ly links in my Evernote, and I have them all listed here. So if somebody is interested in a product and I'm in the car or I'm shopping or I'm on the boat this summer, I can copy and paste that link to them and they'll go right into my system and I don't even have to give it a second thought. So it's pretty sophisticated. And again, now they just came out with the app on the phone. So a lot of stuff is in there. I haven't yet to really play around with that. But I am making this my main source of follow-up. I am still at a point where I'm trying to get people converted from Zoho into this. So I'm working both, but I'm going to be getting everyone out of Zoho eventually. This is just something that, you want to have one place for everything. You don't really want to make the mistakes that I have and be all over the place with what you're doing. Decide what's going to work best for you and commit to that system. I do still use the spreadsheet because that's like my first point of contact when I get started in the morning and I reach out to 5 new people. Bam, 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 bam. They go in the spreadsheet. And then as soon as they start that conversation with me, they get bolded and they go right into the automatic CEO program. So today, for example, I'm checking my Fitness Pal messages and returning those messages, entering them into the CEO. And then when I'm done with you guys, I'm going into the CEO program to go into those tasks and follow-ups and try to get caught up from that. I think a big thing for me is realizing that you're probably never going to get caught up because that's the nature of this business, but just make sure that you're having systems in place so that you don't get overwhelmed, so that you don't get bogged down, and you know what's going on a day-to-day business in your business. I really hope that was helpful, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. And like I said, if it's something that you want to try out for a week to see if it's for you, let me know and I can email you a link so that you can just sign up for 7-day trial and try it out for yourself. Play with it for a few days and see how it goes. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll talk with you soon.